But this Memorial Day, we're going to help you take your spread up a notch.
Enter Ashton Keefe, chef and
she
culinary stylist, hottie, and friend of the show. I threw in hottie, it wasn't in
She is taken, though. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, she is. She's going to walk us through some delicious and healthy dishes that are sure to impress. Welcome back, Ashton.
Oh my gosh, guys, that was the best intro I've ever had.
We'll be your hype woman.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
This spread, as per usual, don't know why we're surprised, looks amazing. Before we get started, you chose, what made you choose this specifically for Memorial Day?
This looks like a very fancy
It's very
cookout.
bougie.
It's a very fancy cookout.
Fresh, and it's also really fun. I don't know, you're from New Jersey. It's like the start of summer.
Yes, it's a big deal.
Jersey Shore, get on the parkway.
That is exactly where it'll be.
Exactly.
What do we say?
MDW. DTS,
That's
down
right.
the shore.
Oh yeah, DTS. You know it. You know
Thank
it.
you. Oh my gosh.
All right,
What do we
first
have
up.
first? Let's dance.
This is very easy. So we have a rhubarb, strawberry, and radish salads. Usually you'll see strawberry rhubarb pies.
Right.
Thinly slice it, and you put it all. What am I doing? This is the. We're gonna go really fast with this. We're gonna mix this all together. Obviously, you guys can see I did that. The way to make this dressing really good for this, because rhubarb is bitter, so are radishes.
Yeah. Oh.
So you want to add a lot of sugar. So we've got some honey.
Okay.
And so you just do equal parts honey and olive oil, which seems like a lot of sugar, but it makes this salad really wonderful and not too bitter, but it also stands up. So you can put it out at the barbecue.
It's gorgeous.
And not worry about it. And then I'm serving, it's all pink, and I'm serving this with a pink sparkling wine from
Hello.
California.
Oh, thank you,
I
my
know.
darling.
This is Domaine Carneros. This is Cuvée de la Pompadour, so it's named after the concubine that introduced sparkling wine or champagne to Versailles.
Hello.
So it's
Thank you for your service.
Excuse us.
Concubine.
Really great.
I love a radish. I'm going back in for more.
I know,
It's delicious.
and it's delicious. It's easy. It can sit for a day or two, and it's you saw it just gets mixed together. Some microgreens on top. Voila.
I have a tailgate for my kids' lacrosse game.
I'm going to pack that for you.
pack that for
Okay,
me,
Lammy.
So easy. I'll just give
Cooler
it
to
to you.
go. Thank you.
We have fish. This is, wow. Jersey grilling is something else, huh?
It's not just hot dogs, although I love those too.
I love a hot dog.
Okay, so grilling fish, people get very intimidated because it sticks to the grill.
Yes.
So I actually do it on a sheet tray. So just put your grill at 425. We have the recipe for you. Put it on a sheet tray. This is halibut, but you can use any fish. And what I love about this is you take your bruschetta topping and you put it right on top. So just do olive oil, salt, grill it until it's completely white and no longer that opaque color.
Sure.
And then for our bruschetta, you're just gonna do the same thing you would do. So you can actually double use this for some toast or an appetizer as well. You guys can see salt. It's like we're not doing it. We're not reinventing the wheel.
Simple.
And this can sit too. You can make this ahead of time and then just top your fish when it comes off the grill, and it looks super fancy without doing anything crazy.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Even if you're doing it on a sheet pan on the grill, do you do skin side down first and flip? Or the other way around?
I still do skin side down.
Yeah.
I find unless the skin is like super, super, super crispy and pan-seared, it usually doesn't get eaten anyway.
Okay, that's fine.
It just is there for flavor, added flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also going to bring this to the tailgate.
Thank you. What are we drinking with this
This
action?
is cake bread, Sauvignon Blanc. We did a lot of Sauvignon Blanc last time, but this is lots of acidity.
Savvy
And
bee.
this is like a nice clean tomatoes, fish, just really interesting and delicious. $30, can't be beat.
Clean and light.
And for dessert, the most important meal of the day.
See, dessert is one of those things you have people bring, and I also love that, but this is really easy. We're gonna macerate berries. So again, that's a fancy word for saying add sugar to it. So we've got seasonal berries here. We're just gonna add a little bit of sugar, and my secret ingredient here are two things. We're gonna do balsamic vinegar, because everybody has it, and it adds like a little complexity. And then unsweetened cream. So instead of sweet whipped cream, I like unsweetened whipped cream because it just adds like, you don't end up leaving like heavy and full.
Right.
And then this is the Residence Pinot Noir from Willamette Valley.
Thank you. Oh, the Willamette Valley. Excuse me, Ashton.
Right. And it has the same flavors as the berries. So you're like, what does this taste like? Strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries. And that's it.
Oh my God.
And it goes with any kind of grilled meat too, if you have somebody that's having like a steak or a burger.
This is
I need a moment.
for royalty. Ashton Keefe, you have done it yet again. We love you. Now.